Good afternoon. Let's just see if we're live. I know there's normally a little delay. Yeah, we are live. Good afternoon. Hope you've got a cuppa so you can join me. The sun is just starting to set outside my craft room window here, so I will apologise if all of a sudden it all gets glary as the sun sets. So it's quite cloudy out there, but at least not too cold. So a nice little cuppa in hand. How are we all doing today? Did you enjoy Claire's live on Monday? That's the main thing. The strange thing for me at the moment is all I can do is hear myself talk. Both my eardrums burst on Sunday night, so I'm a bit deaf at the moment, to say the least, which seems really weird because every time I talk, I'm talking even louder in my head, so really weird. So I've just got to wait for everything to settle down. But lovely to see you all. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. And all is good. Let's just bring that over there, see if I can see any comments. I've got Jackie, Caroline's in the house. Karen, have I got my volume down on here? No, I have now. I've got thumbs up, I've got people listening. Brilliant, brilliant. So you may have seen your email. If you subscribe to Pink Frog newsletter, what you'll do is you'll get a regular weekly email which will tell you about the up and coming offers for that week, which is normally 2 special offers that Claire and I will be working on when we're doing the lives with you. Hello Mo, hello Avril, hello Val, hello Wendy. So it gives you a heads up of what is coming up on the offers. Now you may have seen the offers come up for, and I won't do the boards over like this because you'll see them all back to front. So these are the fabulous word stamps. And you will see at the moment there's 20% off. But I think I'm right in thinking, Kimberly, there's 20% off all the Pink Frog stamps at the moment. Hang on, someone's just messaged. What have they said there? Oh, lovely. You've got them all organised. That was Karen. So she's got all her stamps and got them organised. She's been making her folders, which is fabulous. In fact, let me bring up this special folder. Let me move all that to one side. Excuse me. So this folder I've made for my word stamps. Now, this was made a few years ago now, so it's been up and down to the studio. It's a little bit dog-eared, so I'm probably ready to make a fresh one out of my A3 card that we had. So what I'll do is after the live, I'll share the little video that shows you how to make the folder for this, and this will house your 5 word stamps in here, so you can put all your 5 word stamps together, so you know you've got all those in one place if you're a crafter on the go, particularly like I am. Hello, Mr. Pink Frog. Kimberly says, yes, it's 20% off all the Pink Frog stamps at the moment. And on top of that, really? So you get 20% off any Pink Frog stamps. Then, if you're subscribed to the newsletter, you can use your 10% discount as well. So that is absolutely fabulous. So it's a great time to stock up on your Pink Frog stamps. If you've got some missing or some you haven't got quite yet, you know, grab them now because this is the best price you're ever going to be able to get these at. That is amazing. That is fabulous. Kimberly's put a link to all the products that I'm going to be using today as well. And I am going to be mixing a couple of the other Pink Frog stamps in with the word stamps because they work so well together. And this is what I want to try and get across to people. These word stamps aren't just for your folios. They're not just for your memory books. They're not just for your big folios. You can use these on birthday cards, anniversary cards, home decor, lots of different places. So that's what I want to share with you this afternoon. So I think without further ado, I'm going to whiz the camera around so I can bring you down and share the boards and just go through some of the words with you. I think that's a really good place to start. Let me just see if there's any. Oh, Sue said she missed the start. Not a problem at all. I'm not feeling 100% still. I'm deaf in both ears. Both eardrums burst on Sunday night. So I can't hear a lot at all. It's really weird. It's like I'm underwater all the time. So yes, so I'm still struggling, but I'm here. I'm here. So still keep trying to carry on. It's not going to get me down. And of course, crafting is the best therapy to keep us all going. So let me whiz the camera back around and get that popped up here. Look, you can see my cup of tea now. My husband brought it up just before I started. I said, I might be able to drink it. He said, well, have it there just in case you start coughing. So let's just make sure that's nice and still. I think we're okay about there. So there are 5 of the word stamps. So some of you may have a couple. Some of you may have them all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them out on the counter so you can use them as a reference to see if you have got them all. So these are special word stamps. I'm going to pop that under there for a minute. So these are special word stamps. Now, Gwen, Mrs. Pink Frog, who I hope is tuning in as well, and I worked together because I wanted some words that would work with the Pink Frog folios and the memory books, some bigger words that we could use to decorate them. So we worked together, but I didn't want words where sentiments were grouped together. I wanted you to be able to mix and match the words to make things yourself. And if you just stay with me for 10 minutes, you will see how this all comes together. It was a little idea that grew and grew and still is. And this is the nice thing about it. This is what I call value for money as word stamps go. So in each word stamp, let's start with the first one we ever did, which was memories and moments. So this was the first one we did. And you will see, if I just bring mine, how many we try to cram on each A5 sheet. We literally cram as many as we physically can on a sheet. So that is the other good thing about it. You have a mix of larger fonted words and then the smaller ones as well. So they can mix and match and go together. It will all come clear to you if you haven't seen this concept before. Lily says the font is beautiful. It is, Lily. And the nice thing about this font, if I just bring it up close to the camera, you can see that it's graded. So I'm going to show you a little trick shortly as well, that how we can really bring this to life and you can add this to your project. So it's darker at the top and lighter at the bottoms. This means you can colour it. This means you can add it to your projects and really bring it to life. But so from that stamp set alone, you got 25 stamps. So let's just whistle through the stamp sets first, and then I'm going to bring out my big boards. Okay, so I'm going to share with you my big boards. So that is memories and moments. You got things like live, love, laugh, with all my heart, beautiful, measured in, tomorrows, make great. You see, they all come together. You see, you can have treasured moments, treasured memories, laugh big, laugh every day. You know, all comes together. The next one I think that came along was remember when. I think so. I'm trying to remember now. So remember when. So we've got things like the hashtag, the question mark, the exclamation mark. We've got some larger ones to start with as well. So you've got remember, good times, hello, smile. There is always a reason to smile. And then this is where you mix and match, because you can have laugh, smile. A smile that bursts is a laugh. You know, you can start adding these all together. Now, another one I've got here, I can't remember which one came next. I think we did, might have been friends and family that came second. I can't remember. Gwen, you'll have to help me. So we've got family and friends. You always need those when you're scrapbooking, birthday cards, anything like that. You've got you and me, generations, friends, home, family, enjoy. A beautiful place, our story to tell, families, have it all, in the place to be. You know, all these work together. We have time to travel, because again, if we're scrapbooking or memory book making, a lot of it is all about places you've travelled or places you've been. So you've got travel, explore, journey, best day ever, special, escape, destination, this moment, you want to go. You know, it's all there to be worked together. And then the last one is life on camera. So you've got photograph, picture, focus, selfie, camera, captured view. You know, you can have a view is worth 1,000 words. Excuse me. Focus on what is important. And the nice thing about this one is you've got that lovely camera stamp. We wanted to bring a camera stamp in, so when you're doing your memory books or folios, if you're doing them to make and sell, it means if I bring one in that I shared with you Friday on my live, you can see where I have just done with a piece of masket, just a bit of ink in, and then where you can put the camera stamp so people know where to add their cameras. Okay, it just gives people a guideline of where to add their camera. So the camera stamp is really, you can't be without that one. So now you've seen how many we cram on a sheet, on an A5 sheet, which you can see is lots. You've seen how they stamp out. I'm going to do some stamping with you as well. Let's bring in my big boards, because this is where you want to see this work. So this was the concept behind the whole thing. So, oh, let me bring those in. So all of these, this all started from a stamp set. So let's start off with the first one. There we go. Sue said she used it on cards and different celebrations. They are good for that, aren't they? Absolutely perfect. Hi, Katie. So, from the Memories and Moments stamp set, this is just some of the configurations or ideas that you can have. And what I will do is we'll photograph these and we will put them on the Pink Frogs Inspirations Facebook group so you can see them and you can have ideas. So you've got live well, laughed often, love much, capture memories, life is a collection of memories. So you can add these all in. They all work so nicely together. Let me fold this out again this way. Happy life. Memories is a collection of treasured moments. Single moments make great memories. You know, live every moment, love with all your heart, laugh every day. There's some beautiful, beautiful, you know, sentiments here. So you're going to have so much fun with these. So this is just one set. So I'll just fold these along and then I'm going to bring you in another one. So we've got another one here. This was the start of the travel. Some go longer and longer because we've had them longer. Some we haven't had as long. But you can mix and match them together. So this is just purely using all the ones from that travel stamp. Okay, so from there, we've got lots of lovely sentiments. Travel where you want to go. Travel is an escape. Let the adventure begin. Best day ever. Explore. Discover. Journey. Journey is where you want to go. Travel where? Special Escape. You know, they are absolutely beautiful. Excuse me. So that is another one. And then let me bring in, let's bring this one in, which is this one. This is Remember When. So I hope I'm getting them all in for you. I'm trying to get in as many as possible. So, a laugh is a smile that bursts. I just love that sentiment. There's always a reason to smile. You make me smile. Hashtag smiles. You can have some really cool for teenage cards. Again, it hasn't got to be for albums or folio. Use them in your card making as well. When the time is right, you're wonderful. Great to tell somebody they're wonderful. There's always a reason to dance in the rain. And then if we slide it over this way, remember the good times. Remember the happy times. It is good. Wonderful days. Wonderful times. So it just is endless. So that is using your, let me bring it in, your Remember When stamp set. So if you're picking and choosing, you can pick and choose. So, but personally, I think you need to just go for them all because you will use them all. This one is for the life on camera. And again, this one is just using literally that stamp set alone. Nothing else, just that stamp set. But in a minute, I'm going to blow your mind because we're going to add on other bits to it. So a photo is worth 1,000 words. Focus on what is important. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Photograph what is important. What a beautiful photograph. Picture this. Beautiful view. You know, it just goes on and on. And this is why if we'd just given you, say, on an A5, we'd have probably fitted those 4. You wouldn't have been able to get the rest. And you wouldn't have been able to mix and match and make your own up either. But by doing it as we've done it, you can see just how easy it is to make your own up. So that's that one. Let's bring in, have I done Friends and Family? Did I do Friends and Family? Can't remember. Let's do it again then if I haven't. So this is from your family and friends. So family, our story to tell. Our family. Together we make a family. You and me, our story to tell. Family generations, our story to tell. Friends together, our story to tell. Home is our beautiful place. And then I'm going to open it out again. And there's even more. Together we have it all. We choose friends. You and me, we have it all. Our home together. Family generations, our home. Generations, our story to tell. The words just go on and on. And this is just the starting block. This is just where we started. And you can do so many more than these. Now, this one was the memory stamp. But I mixed this with, let me bring them in, with the Sunflower Wishes and the Daisies. Because can you see the font in the Sunflower Wishes and the Daisies? And I'm also going to bring in here Decorative Sunflowers. The font is the same. Slightly different in size, but the font is the same. So it means we can start adding special friend, you make me smile, birthday wishes, happy birthday, thinking of you. It means now we can add these 3 word stamps to our 5 original word stamps. So that is your daisies, sunflower wishes and decorative sunflowers. So if you've got the other 5, these are worth investing in as well. And I will show you why, because let's open this up. This starts adding this up. Treasured birthday moments. There's always a reason to love. You make me laugh. Special birthday moments. Special birthday memories. You can just see how they work together. Remember good moments. Your beautiful smile. Together is a wonderful place to be. Your wonderful laugh. Good friends dance in the rain. So this is where you can bring them all together. So by adding those other 3 stamp sets from Pink Frog, it means you can bring those in together. And Kimberly's right, Festive Greetings is the same font as well. Don't think I've got that one out with me yet on my pile I bought here. But also I like these ones down here. What, where, when, why. I'm a scrapbooker. These are great for adding to your scrapbook pages as well. So that is giving you a little taster of what you can do with them. Okay, so now let me share with you how we can use them. Because you're probably thinking, okay, how am I going to use these? So if I just bring in this folio, this is just with the masket. And just by adding some of the words from lots of the Pink Frog sentiments, you can add those and bring them in. And then if I open this up without knocking everything flying, you can see that I've added those words again. So they're great for adding to your folios, to your memory books. Where else have I added them on this one? I think that might be, oh no, is it here? Yes. No, that's it on that one. Okay, so folios. So let's bring in a small folio now. So you can see it doesn't have to be a large folio. By adding them to a small folio, just doing a little travel one here. You know, they are great. If you make these to sell on a craft stall, these are brilliant because just by adding the sentiments, we've got sun, sea, sand, picture this view, you know, straight away you're going to put a photograph in there. Okay, we've got that lovely hashtag selfie, hashtag smile, happy times, good friends. But they are a great addition to your folio. So if you don't have pattern papers, do not worry. You don't need to worry about pattern papers because look, I've just used the texture stamps, again from Pink Frog, the camera stamp, doing a nice distressed look in the corner. Use your word stamps to decorate the corner as well. And then if we go over this side again with the textures, we've got view, picture, focus, camera, and again here, photograph the view. What is important about this moment? Doing your little smile on the little waterfall so you can add elements to them. So great for your folios as well. Now you can add them to your memory book. So this is the large portrait landscapes. This is the large landscape. This is pattern paper. So this is pattern paper like I was using the other day. But again, you can add your word stamps to your projects over the top of your pattern paper with no problem at all. And I know what oh no, I have got them here. It's all right, I thought I'd lost something. So adding them to your books as well. Okay. Little books. Great for adding for little books. You know, putting on your little photo mats. You know, so this is the nice thing about them. You're going to use them again and again. Now, I'm going to share a few ideas with you, and it will progress on to next Wednesday's live as well. So the first thing I want you to do is I'm going to bring my stamping platform out, and I'm going to bring that out, and I picked myself a couple of words. I think it was the memories and moments, because again, these don't have to be straight words. This is what I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to take memories. You can see how well loved these are. I think mine are a couple of years old now. They are very well loved, but we know we've got new people all the time joining Pink Frog and perhaps haven't seen these. So if you haven't, now's your time. Where the offer's like it is, grab them. Sue says, have you done a tutorial for all the albums? Yes. So Sue, if you go to my Dawn's Inspirations, there are online workshops, as in tutorials, step-by-step with videos that go with all the Pink Frog memory folios and albums. So if you're more a visual learner, you can quite easily see them there. So what I've done is I've cut myself, I'm going to use that one actually. This is our masket. I have my masket here. Give me a thumbs up if you've got your masket. This is a great product to use, not just for stamping, but also for a little technique that I'm going to show you today. And I will be using this next week as well. So just a little heads up there. If you haven't got any, get some masket. So I'm just going to put myself a little piece of card there. Now, the masket, I've just die cut this with my die cutting machine. Now, when you die cut masket, sometimes you'll find the black carrier sheet doesn't cut all the way through. That's really good, because that means that will stay in place. And because I've cut it in the middle, I can use the middle piece that I'm going to use now, but I've got the outside piece that I can also use, and I can share that with you again next week. Okay, so I'm just going to take my middle piece off, because when you use masket, you don't just use it once, you're going to use it again and again. Now I'm just going to position it roughly. Just put it roughly there. Oh, let's hope it just stays still. Stay still. That's about right. I think it needs to go over just a little bit now. I'm trying to get it into the centre, so that will do. So I've got my masket actually on here at the moment. Okay, so I've got my piece of card here. Now it may look familiar to you because this was the piece of paper that I used on my Friday live when we made a little memory book. Okay, so I'm just trying to put that, needs to go over a little bit that way. Just trying to get that central. Yep, that'll do. So I've got my masket on this side. We're going to do a curved word. Now, yes, your words all look straight, but we're going to do them curved. Okay, so I'm going to have today's. Now, this is where you're going to be writing back to front. Okay, this is really what you have to get your head around. So I'm going to put moments. So all I'm doing, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just, because they're sticky, I'm just bending it round that circle. So don't think your word stamps have to always be straight, because they don't. Okay, so just manipulate them into the shape where you want them to be. So today's moments, let's do the big one, I think, first. Tomorrow's memories. I could do it that way. Let's do it that way around. No, because it will go today's moment. Oh, I'm back to front now, aren't I? Today, I would have to, let me just shut this up because I've got to see where my head is. Paulie said, do you need stencil spray to hold the mask down? No, the masket is sticky. The masket is absolutely sticky. So I'm going to go that way around. So that's going to come here. So let me just stick this down, Pauline, and I'll go through that again with you. So your masket, let me find this piece here. So this is your masket. Okay, it comes with the stickier front piece and the carrier sheet. So you can die cut any shapes you want out of this. Okay, you can stamp an image on this and cut round it and ink as well. Okay, so this is my masket. So I've die cut my masket and I've stuck it on this side not this side. Okay, so you don't need any tape, no spray, nothing. Okay, that's the job for you. So now I'm just going to position these round in a bend, and I can see that my today has gone AWOL already, but that's fine. But can you see you can position them so they don't have to be straight? Okay, so I think I'm quite happy with how that is looking, and I just want to bring in something new to Pink Frog that we've got. Kimberly will share you the links. Now, these are the Lisa Horton Swift Dry ink pads. So these are perfect for stamping your words and your images and things like that. Now, I've got the 3 main colours here, and I have stamped them out for you. Let me put them around the right way. That would be helpful, wouldn't it, Dawn? So here we've got Coffee Bean, we've got Flint, and we've got Licorice. So if I bring it up a bit closer, Coffee Bean is a nice brown colour. And I don't know about anybody else, I don't often stamp now in just black. I like to do a brown or a grey. The Flint is a grey, a dark grey colour. And the Licorice is a black. Again, I'll take a picture of this afterwards and share on Pink Frog's inspirations. So these are Swift Dry inks. So these are a fast drying pigment rich ink. Okay, they're ideal for stamping with your polymer and rubber stamps, and also letterpressing if you're into your letterpressing. Okay, now these work with alcohol markers and your watercolour paints. So there is a real win-win. You don't have to think, what ink am I using? What product am I putting with it? It just says, as long as you just heat set, so just use your heat tool. Let me get mine out, actually. As long as you just give that a rub over with that to make sure the ink is dry, you can use your watercolour or your alcohol. Okay, so we're going to give it a go. So they're brand new to Pink Frog, just so you can share. So Deborah said she's a huge fan of the grey. Carol's liking the Coffee Bean. All the colours are beautiful, Val. I totally agree. I think if you, those in your arsenal, you're ready to go. Just a definite need be. So I'm going to actually go in with the Flint. Okay, so I'm going to use the grey one here today. So all my today's staying in place now. Just trying to bring my around a bit. So just, I've got those positioned in my circle. Okay, I'm using my stamp press, which you could again get from Pink Frog if you haven't got one already. This technique is better in a stamp press personally. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top 2 first, in case these 2 move, like they come on from their U shape that I've put them in. So I'm just going to little taps, and then we'll close that up. And then press that down. Okay, so that's come out there. Now I did notice when I went down, my cert is a bit off here, so I'm going to have to move my memories along a bit. So good job I did only stamp 2 to start with. So I'm going to bring that around there. And I'm going to bring that in a little bit closer as well. But just take your time with this. Use your Masket as your friend in a different way. It's using it in a totally different way. Oh, we're out of stamping platforms at the moment. Not a problem, Kimberly. I'm sure they will be back in stock very soon. And as soon as they are, we can notify everybody. So I'm using the Flint. So now let's bring this one round here. And there you go. You've got that lovely circular font going on. Rather than having a straight font, it just gives you a totally different look which is what I was trying to get across to you. So you don't always have to use it as flat. That is the other nice thing about it. So let me pop these ones back in here for a moment so I can share with you something else. Because I'm trying to get a few ideas in with you. And then if I run out of time, I'm sure I can share some more with you next Wednesday. Oh, that one jumped out. So let's pop that back in there for a moment. So that is using your masket. Now with your masket, you'd have seen us using it in other ways. Do not throw it away. Put it back on your carrier sheet, because you can use it again and again. You could keep using this until it loses its sticky. So it's not a one-trick pony. So that's showing you how you can do a lovely circular motion with it. So another thing I want to share with you. Is that the big one I've got here? Let's do this big one first. There we go. I thought we'd have a little look at the cover that we did for that book. Let's see if we can fit some of this on, because again I wanted to show you your stamps can be used in different ways. So I've got a piece of card here, and I'm going to get my time to travel. So let's have adventure, and we're going to find, she says, let the adventure, no, that's special, begin. There we go. So now, because this comes off the edge here, I'm going to go this way, so just bear with me. So I'm picking roughly my centre, which is about 10. Excuse me. Just going to line these up. Now, if you find with your stamps they lose their sticky on the back, okay, do not worry. All you need to do is just wash them under some warm water and let them dry naturally. Don't dry them off. Just turn them that way round and let them dry naturally at the edge of the sink, and then you'll find the sticky will come straight back. So I'm just going to line this one over here a bit more. So I've got here, let the adventure begin. Okay, now should we go in with a black or should we go in with a brown? What are we thinking? Oh, let's have a little think. I'll tell you what, should we try some brown? Because we haven't tried the brown. Let's try some brown. So we're going to little taps all the way along. Okay. Press that down. And there you go, you've got the brown. So let the adventure begin, which is fabulous. Now I'm just going to pop this to one side for a moment so I can share something else. Let's go on and do the next bit while I'm thinking about it. Let's do this one here. Now we were talking about stamps being able to use in other ways. So you may remember that on here I had some other elements. Now these branches are actually from the Rose collection. So this is the Rose branch from the Rose collection that works really well with this idea. So this is where, look at your stamps in a totally different way, because you will be pleasantly surprised. So if I bring in the... Oh, did I not pick up my roses after that? I thought I did. Let me just grab my roses. Where are they? There we go. There's my rose one. So I've got them all together and labelled. I know exactly where they are. So let's get that lovely twig out. And Claire used the roses on Monday, didn't she? Oh, that's interesting. Wish someone would bring out names with proper nouns. Ooh. I have to look into that one. So I've got my twig. I'm just going to do a little bit of this. I'm not going to do it all. Okay. So I'm going to go in a bit with the black because we haven't used black yet. So this is licorice. So little stamps again. And I'm just going to go about there. Not using my stamping platform this time. You can see how crisp they come out with this Lisa Horton ink, can't you? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe the bottom because I don't want ink on the bottom bit. I only want the top piece. So I'm just going to ink my top piece there. I could have masked it off, but I don't need to because I can just ink the little top piece, and you can do, it comes out like a compass. So there's lots of different ways that you can use the different stamps that we bring you. Okay, so this is just giving you a little idea of where you can go with this. Okay, so we've used the brown, which was the coffee bean, and the licorice on that one. So let me wipe that off because I want to share something else with you, because the stamps can be used along with those other collections that we spoke about. So let me put this back in my roses collection. I see what Lisa means when she says heat dry a little bit, because you will look, these are very juicy ink pads. And I notice when I'm looking at them, they still look quite wet. So I would heat set before you do something like your alcohol colouring or your watercolouring. Okay, so definitely do that. Now, let's bring in, we talked about these ones, and let's do a little birthday sentiment. Let's mix something up. Let's have... Let's have happy birthday. Let's bring this back in. Let's pop these to one side. Let me pop these away because otherwise this is where things get lost. Let's put that one in there. And that one on there. So if you missed how to do the storage, that video is still available on the Pink Frog YouTube channel. So please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Ooh, let's have a think. That's what we'll have. So I've just got myself a piece of the Super Smooth 160, because this is great for your card toppers. So I'm going to pop on here, happy birthday, just so you can see how the fonts work together. So this is from the... No, that wasn't from that one. It's going to be from the last one I put down, isn't it? So that is from Sunflower Wishes. So I'm going to have happy birthday, and then I'm going to pick remember when, and I'm going to have good times. So this could go into a birthday card. It could be your sentiment that's going on the front. But I wanted to do the two together so you can see the font's slightly different size, but that's where they all mix and match together, which is great. So yes, don't forget to subscribe to the Pink Frog newsletter, and that will give you your 10% off discount. You get a different discount code every month. Okay. And then the other thing you're going to do, I'm just going to do, talking while I'm doing, licorice on the top bit. And then I'm going to do flint on the bottom. So yes, so subscribe to the newsletter because you get your 10% discount. So with your word stamps, any of the Pink Frog stamps, it means you can get your 20% off plus another 10% off. So, which is fabulous. Great. I've never seen the stamp sets that low ever. So great deal at the moment. Why is that not going down there? That is not wanting to play ball. It might be because this one's too tall. I'll take that one away for a minute. There we go. Let's try that again now. That's better. So that was the licorice. And then I'm going to pop Good Times. And I thought I'm going to do that. In fact, I might take those two off, because I don't want to overstamp it. There we go. And we'll do that in the flint, which is that grey colour, just to show you the variation. You can see how juicy it is. I don't know whether you can actually see that on my platform there. You can see how juicy the ink is. So that's on there. I've dropped down a little bit, but that'll be fine for what I want to share with you. So I will just give that a quick whiz with my heat gun. So don't use a hairdryer. Do invest in a heat gun if you've got one. Okay. So let's just pop this on. All this is going to do is just dry the ink, because I can see it's still a bit wet. So that should be enough. And then let's take that off there. I've got my watercolour pencils. So these are the Stegler ones that Pink Frog do. So if you haven't got any watercolour pencils, this is a great way to start, because you've got a nice combination of colours here. So what you can do is, because these graduate, you can go in. So they're watercolour pencils, but I'm just going straight in with my 160 Super Smooth. So I'm just colouring in the bottom area. Now with what we've got coming next week, I'm going to show you a different technique with these word stamps, but I'm not allowed to tell you yet. So you'll have to wait until next week's live. And Claire will be on with you on Monday as well. So I'm going to keep quiet for now, not going to spoil the excitement. I'm using a green now to come in here, but it just changes your font. So you can add that little bit of colour very, very easily. As I said, these are watercolour pencils. I haven't used the watercolour brush on yet at all. I can do that right at the end, but just by colouring in, it just adds that little bit extra there. Excuse me. Let's bring a bit of pink in here, because it's Pink Frog Wednesday. These, I think, work really well for any genre, any age group as well. Perfect for your memory books, perfect for your folios, scrapbooking pages, as well as cards of any kind. Let's bring a bit of orange in. So just colouring those in, and they just look so different when that bottom part is coloured in just with those pencils. Now these Stegler pencils I've had for years. They are really good because the nice thing is you can just use them like this as normal colouring pencils, but you can also use them as watercolour pencils because obviously you use your watercolour brush. So they're a great go-to. So if there's something you haven't got in your craft stash yet, they are a good sort of arsenal to attach. So if I bring, let's pop those all over there. So let me just bring that in like that to share with you. So that's it plain, and then that's it there with the colour. So you've got a totally different look on there of what you've got to, you know, you can work with, if you like. So you've got that totally different look. All right. So it's another great way to use them. More will be coming next week that we can share with you of how you can use them. I'll just share over the boards again, just to share with you. So add the daisies and the sunflower wishes, and then it turns them into birthday elements. And you can also add, I think it was one of the Christmas ones, wasn't it, Kimberly, that you can add as well. But it just means by having the words all separate, you can make these into your own little sentiments. You're not governed by this is what you got to stamp. It means you can mix and match it to suit exactly how you want it to look. So I will share these over on Pink Frog's Inspirations. So please join Pink Frog's Inspirations Facebook group if you haven't already. All the design team are on there. Claire's on there. Everyone from Pink Frog HQ is on there as well, including Mr. Pink Frog himself. So if there's any ideas you've got, it's a brilliant place to please do share your Pink Frog makes, because we love to see what you've been up to with our products. And it's a great way of inspiring others and giving other people ideas, because, you know, as crafters, we love to share. So it's nice to be able to share anything that's going on. I don't think I've missed any thing out. Kim said this video will be up on Pink Frog's YouTube channel tomorrow morning, but you can watch it back live here on the Facebook page for 30 days as well. But it will be there on the Pink Frog YouTube channel tomorrow morning. It's just sometimes these things do take time to do. But the nice thing is, as you know, with YouTube is you can watch it from your device straight onto your telly on YouTube. So I'm hoping I've given you a few ideas. There's a few more to come that will come with next week as well. So you've seen how you can make your stamps straight. You can turn them into circular. You can colour them. You can mix and match them with this large array of, this is just tipping the iceberg. So hopefully I've given you lots of inspiration of how you can use your stamps. And if you've got the word stamps and been used them, please do share them over on our Pink Frog's Inspirations page, because we'd love to see them. Adam's in the house. Adam live. Hello, Adam. How are you? So it's great that Adam's joined us. So thank you all for joining in today. It's been lovely to have your company and keep me going when I'm not 100%, which is fabulous. And I will look forward to seeing you next Wednesday for a live with something else new. Don't forget those Lisa Horton ink pads are now available on the Pink Frog website. So you've got your coffee bean, your flint and your licorice. I should put them down like this, shouldn't I? I'll take a picture and share on the page so you can see. So get them in the right order. So thank you all. And thank you to everyone at Pink Frog HQ, because I know they'll be signing off tonight because Kimberly will be busy getting everything uploaded ready for tomorrow morning. And Claire will see you on Monday at 4 o'clock for the next Pink Frog Live. And stay safe and warm and see you very soon. Let me flip the camera around quickly. I've forgotten to do that. I'm too busy sharing everything, can't I? So let me flip the camera around. There we go. You can see me now. Am I there? I am there. It's right. I touched something and it all just went. So I hope I've given you a lot of ideas to try out. And check out all the stamps. I'm trying to think, when does the offer run out of the stamps, Kimberly? But yeah, don't miss out, because obviously if stamps run out, they run out until we get another lot reprinted, and then you'll miss out on the offer. So yeah, get going while they're this best price ever. I've never seen them this low. So I'll see you next Wednesday, and Claire will see you on Monday. So bye for now.